Welcome to the Stanley Parable. I'm Matthew. Let's see how lost we can get this time.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, still waiting for the door to open.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
There's loads to see. Let's start it again and see what happens. Let's go right instead of left this time. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh, Stanley. Actually, let's not leave the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Still. Oh, hello. Waiting input. Right, what's different? Let's turn that one off. Can't see the computer, let's switch it on. I'm on the top, my computer's always on. Clock stopped. I hate Mondays. Let's carry on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, yes, yes. Let's have a look at this employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yay! Must be weird. Let's go crouch down next to the drinks machine.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Let's stare at this art. Okay, I'm bored.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, look, some more art. Okay, that's crap. Clock.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
He's still going.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay, let's carry on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, I don't think I'll do that. No, let's go here. Caution. Do not lie. If you are lying, stop right now. Stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm not that bad at following directions. Well, actually, I suppose I am. Okay. Do not jump from cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift 5,000. So you're going to die and they're still going to charge you 5,000. I wonder where they think they're going to get the money from.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Right, where am I going then? Warning, do not stand on this side of the fence. Right.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, blue door it is.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, let's go through the grey one. No. Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay, let's keep going. I want to go back. I want to go back. I wonder if I can't go back. Let's see. I'm curious. Can I open the blue door? No. Well, I have to go. Let's see what's through this door.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah, come on. Crappy wooden door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha!
Oh, yes, definitely.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Oh, hello. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Okay. So... Huh. Oh. I'm lost. Huh. Well, according to this, I've been playing for 7 hours and 37 minutes. I haven't. Let's go through the door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, yes. What's going on here?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Be fun. Another game. What we playing? What we playing? I hate loading screens.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've
Welcome
always
to
desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go... No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off... Yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like, favourite and share with all your friends.
Isn't it grand?
See you again.
Isn't it perfect?